But Usyk, lots of variation. There's that left hand again.
Rise and fall of the Fury family. Tyson Fury began his career as a strange yet fascinating figure in boxing. He was the quirky heavyweight who could punch himself in the face, sing after fights, and even throw championship belts into a toilet. Over time, he became a fan favorite and an inspiration to millions, especially those battling depression and mental health struggles. But as his fame grew, so did the controversy. Fury's public image slowly shifted from a lovable underdog to a deeply polarizing figure. Accusations of dodging tough opponents, disturbing threats toward rivals, and the promotion of conspiracy theories damaged his reputation. Many fans excused his behavior for years, pointing to one thing: he remained undefeated. That illusion shattered after his loss to Alexander Usyk. The defeat appeared to mentally break Fury. His erratic behavior outside the ring, rumors of substance abuse, and increasingly controversial statements turned public opinion against him. Eventually, the backlash extended beyond Tyson himself, dragging the entire Fury family into disrepute. Their alleged ties to criminal groups and resulting travel bans only fueled the narrative of a fallen dynasty. But how did it all come to this? Was Fury's downfall sudden, or were the warning signs always there, simply ignored? To understand the fall, we must first understand the rise, the tragic birth of Tyson Fury. Today, Tyson Fury stands as a near 7-foot giant who strikes fear into any heavyweight contender. But at birth, his survival was far from guaranteed. Born 3 months premature, he weighed just 1 pound. Doctors gave him almost no chance to live. His father, John Fury, had already lost 2 children. Refusing to give up hope, he named his son Tyson, after Mike Tyson, another fighter who survived a premature birth. From the beginning, survival was part of Tyson Fury's identity, fighting bloodlines and gypsy roots. The Fury name carries a violent legacy stretching back to the bare-knuckle fighters of the 19th century. One of Tyson's most famous relatives, Bartley Gorman, ruled the world of illegal boxing and called himself the King of the Gypsies, an unofficial title among Irish travelers. Although often mistakenly linked to Romani gypsies, Irish travelers have their own distinct culture and nomadic traditions. Unlike many children of this lifestyle, Tyson did not grow up on the road. He spent his early years in a small village near Manchester, a place so peaceful that even Prince Charles once visited. At just 11 years old, Tyson dropped out of school to work alongside his father and brothers. John Fury himself was a former bare-knuckle fighter who failed to find success in professional boxing. Determined not to repeat that failure, he dedicated himself fully to shaping his sons into fighters. Tyson's boxing journey begins. Tyson Fury started boxing at the age of 10. His early training took place in Belfast, aided by his father's dual citizenship. As an amateur, Fury competed for both Ireland and England, winning medals at European and World Junior Championships. Despite his success, Fury failed to secure a spot on either Olympic team. At just 20 years old, he made the decision to turn professional. Professional debut and rapid rise. Tyson Fury made his professional debut in Nottingham, fighting on the same card as Carl Froch. From the opening bell, Fury showcased something rare for a man his size: mobility, coordination, and confidence. Although his technique often looked awkward and unconventional, it was effective. Fury quickly gained a reputation as a dangerous prospect with strong fundamentals and an unpredictable style. He captured the English heavyweight title after a controversial decision win over John McDermott. Many questioned the verdict, forcing Fury to silence the critics in a rematch. This time, he dominated, scoring knockdowns and finishing McDermott in brutal fashion. Avoided fights and strategic choices. A highly anticipated fight with David Price never materialized. Fury instead vacated multiple titles to pursue fights he believed aligned with his Irish heritage, including a bout for the Irish Heavyweight Championship. While these decisions kept him active, they also hurt his reputation. Critics accused Fury of avoiding elite competition, especially as his performances grew less exciting. To rebuild credibility, Fury faced experienced veterans like Kevin Johnson, outboxing him over a dull but dominant 12-round decision. U.S. debut and warning signs. Fury made his U.S. debut against Steve Cunningham, a former cruiserweight champion. Despite being knocked down for the first time in his professional career, Fury recovered and stopped Cunningham with relentless pressure and power. The victory showcased both Fury's resilience and his vulnerabilities. Toward Klitschko and the storm ahead. After demolishing Journeyman and reigniting his rivalry with Derek Chisora in a dominant rematch, Tyson Fury set his sights on the ultimate goal, Vladimir Klitschko. The Gypsy King had reached the summit of the heavyweight division, but beneath the surface, the cracks were already forming. And what followed would not just change Tyson Fury's career, but define his legacy forever.
Legendary Klitschko rivalry. For nearly a decade, Vladimir Klitschko ruled the heavyweight division with an iron grip. His disciplined, safety-first style crushed contender after contender, leaving little room for excitement, but absolute dominance. While many accepted Klitschko's reign, Tyson Fury never did. Long before they met in the ring, Fury waged a relentless psychological war. He mocked Klitschko's cautious approach, labeled him boring, and portrayed himself as the rebel destined to save heavyweight boxing. Fury even joked that he would kiss Klitschko's boots if the champion accepted the fight, comparing himself to Batman rescuing Gotham from a dull ruler. Behind the theatrics, however, Fury truly believed he was Klitschko's kryptonite. Fury had studied the champion closely. Klitschko had always struggled against fighters who matched his size and speed, men who could deny him the jab and disrupt his rhythm. Fury knew that charging forward for a knockout, like so many before him, was a mistake. Instead, he chose a risky but brilliant strategy: outbox the champion on his own turf. Against his team's advice, Fury committed to winning on points in Germany, something few thought possible. On fight night, his plan worked to perfection. Constant movement, feints, and awkward angles robbed Klitschko of his distance. Fury neutralized the jab, broke the tempo, and refused to be bullied into the ropes or controlled in the clinch. Every time Klitschko landed a clean shot, Fury answered with multiple counters. Round after round, the champion grew hesitant. The crowd sensed history unfolding. When the final bell rang, Fury had done the unthinkable. He defeated Klitschko by unanimous decision and became the unified heavyweight champion of the world. The victory shocked boxing. In a surreal moment afterward, Fury grabbed a microphone and serenaded his wife in the ring, while the stunned Klitschko brothers waited to give their interviews. It was the peak of Fury's career, the moment he conquered the king and reached the summit of boxing. But that triumph marked the beginning of a darker chapter, the comeback story and the beginning of a legendary rivalry. Tyson Fury's comeback story resonated with millions. After years of personal struggles and finding faith, the Gypsy King finally returned to the ring in 2018, nearly 2.5 years after stepping away from boxing. His comeback fight against Sefer Seferi showed flashes of his old brilliance, but it was clear Fury was still far from his best. Though lighter and less mobile than before, his skill and ring IQ were enough to secure a stoppage victory. Soon after, Deontay Wilder, the long-reigning WBC heavyweight champion, called Fury out. Wilder, known for his devastating right hand, had built a terrifying reputation. Despite his unorthodox technique and lean frame, he carried unmatched knockout power, finishing 39 of his 40 opponents. Fury, watching Wilder's dominance while battling his own inner demons, found new motivation. He vowed to be the first man to defeat the American champion. The rivalry exploded with intense talk-strite. Fury mocked Wilder's resume, while Wilder promised destruction. Two undefeated heavyweights were now on a collision course.
Redemption and destruction, Fury versus Wilder 2. More than a year later, Fury returned stronger, heavier, and more aggressive. This time, he didn't box on the back foot, he attacked. From the opening bell, Fury pressured Wilder, neutralizing his power and dominating every exchange. Wilder was knocked down repeatedly and could not recover. The fight ended in a brutal TKO victory for Fury, establishing him as the new heavyweight king. The rise, the fall, and controversy. After conquering Wilder, Fury stood alone at the top. A unification bout with Anthony Joshua seemed inevitable until it fell apart. Instead, Fury defended his title against Dillian Whyte, delivering another brutal knockout. But cracks soon appeared. Rumors of poor conditioning, questionable lifestyle choices, and avoiding top contenders began to circulate. Fury shocked the boxing world when he struggled against MMA champion Francis Ngannou, a debuting boxer who many believed beat Fury despite the official decision going his way. The performance damaged Fury's legacy in the eyes of fans. Usyk, the ultimate test. The only path to redemption was Oleksandr Usyk. After months of delays and trash talk, the fight finally happened. Usyk's speed, precision, and footwork exposed Fury like never before. In a historic moment, Usyk dropped Fury and outboxed him over 12 rounds. Despite Fury's protests, the decision was clear. Usyk had won. Fury claimed bias. Fans disagreed. The rematch loomed, with tension higher than ever. This wasn't just about belts anymore. It was about legacy, pride, and the truth. Can Tyson Fury reclaim greatness, or has the downfall already begun?